Welcome to our channel, where we dive into the most fascinating stories from the Bible. Today, we're going to explore one of the most incredible tales of courage, faith, and destiny, the story of Esther. This ancient narrative has captivated readers for centuries, and its themes of perseverance and divine providence continue to inspire people around the world. As we delve into this remarkable story, you'll discover how a young Jewish woman rose to become a queen, and how her bravery saved her people from destruction. In the Bible, the book of Esther is a unique and captivating account that takes place in the 5th century BC, during the reign of the Persian King Ahasuerus, also known as Xerxes. This was a time of great turmoil and upheaval in the ancient world, with empires rising and falling, and the Jewish people struggling to survive in exile. The story of Esther is set against this backdrop of uncertainty and danger, and it's a testament to the power of faith and courage in the face of overwhelming odds. As we begin our journey through this incredible tale, you'll meet a cast of characters that will capture your imagination, from the beautiful and courageous Esther to the evil and scheming Haman. One of the most striking aspects of the story of Esther is its historical context. The Persian Empire, under the rule of King Ahasuerus, was a vast and powerful dominion that stretched from India to Egypt. The Jews, who had been exiled from their homeland after the Babylonian conquest, were scattered throughout this empire, struggling to maintain their cultural and religious identity. It was into this complex and often hostile world that Esther, a young Jewish woman, was born. Orphaned at a young age, Esther was raised by her cousin Mordecai, a devout and wise Jewish leader who recognized the potential in this young girl. As Esther grew in beauty and wisdom, Mordecai saw an opportunity for her to make a difference in the world, and he began to guide her towards a remarkable destiny. As we explore the story of Esther, you'll notice that it's a tale of contrasts, with themes of beauty and ugliness, good and evil, and light and darkness. Esther, with her stunning beauty and captivating personality, is the epitome of goodness and innocence, while the villainous Haman, with his twisted mind and evil heart, represents the darkest aspects of human nature. The king, Ahasuerus, is a complex figure, often swayed by his emotions and the influence of those around him, and his relationship with Esther will be a pivotal aspect of the story. As we navigate the twists and turns of this narrative, you'll be on the edge of your seat, wondering what will happen next, and how Esther will navigate the treacherous waters of the royal court. The story of Esther is also a powerful exploration of the human condition, with all its flaws and weaknesses. The characters in this tale are multidimensional and relatable, with their own motivations and desires. Esther, for example, is not just a passive heroine, but a strong and active participant in the events that unfold. She's a woman of great courage and cunning, who uses her intelligence and charm to outwit her enemies and save her people. Haman, on the other hand, is a master of manipulation, using his power and influence to further his own evil agenda. As we watch these characters interact and collide, we'll gain insights into the human heart, with all its complexities and contradictions. As we journey through the story of Esther, you'll also discover the profound spiritual themes that underlie this narrative. This is a tale of faith and trust, of perseverance and divine providence. Esther, despite the dangers and uncertainties that surround her, remains steadfast in her commitment to her people and her God. She's a shining example of what it means to live a life of faith, even in the darkest of times. And as we explore the ways in which God works behind the scenes, guiding the events of the story towards a remarkable conclusion, you'll be inspired to trust in the sovereignty of God, even when the circumstances of life seem overwhelming. The story of Esther is also a celebration of the power of community and the importance of relationships. Esther's bond with Mordecai, her cousin and guardian, is a deep and abiding one, and it's a key factor in her success. The Jewish community, despite their exile and persecution, remains a vibrant and resilient force with a strong sense of identity and purpose. As we watch Esther navigate the complexities of the royal court, you'll see how her connections with others, both within and outside the Jewish community, play a crucial role in her journey. And as we explore the ways in which God uses these relationships to bring about a remarkable deliverance, you'll be reminded of the importance of building strong, supportive communities where people can thrive and grow. In the story of Esther, we also find a powerful exploration of the theme of identity. Esther, as a Jewish woman in a Persian court, must navigate the complexities of her own identity, balancing her loyalty to her people with her duties as a queen. This is a struggle that many people can relate to, as we navigate our own complex identities, with all their contradictions and tensions. As we watch Esther grapple with these issues, you'll gain insights into the nature of identity and how it's shaped by our relationships, our culture, and our faith. And as we see how Esther's sense of identity informs her actions and decisions, you'll be inspired to reflect on your own identity and how it can be a source of strength and purpose in your life. As we continue to explore the story of Esther, you'll discover how this ancient tale continues to resonate with contemporary themes and issues. The struggle for justice and equality, the power of women in leadership, and the importance of cultural diversity are just a few of the topics that are woven throughout this narrative. As we delve deeper into the story, you'll see how these themes are developed and how they continue to inspire and challenge us today. And as we reflect on the ways in which the story of Esther can inform our own lives and communities, you'll be inspired to make a positive impact in the world, just as Esther did. The story of Esther is a testament to the enduring power of courage and faith in the face of adversity. It's a reminder that, no matter what challenges we may face, we have the power to make a difference in the world. As we journey through this incredible tale, you'll be inspired to stand up for what you believe in, to trust in the sovereignty of God, and to never give up, even when the odds seem insurmountable. So join me on this epic adventure as we explore the story of Esther and discover the profound lessons that it has to teach us about life, faith, and destiny. With its richly detailed world, complex characters, and inspiring themes, this ancient tale is sure to captivate and inspire you, and to leave you with a deeper understanding of the power of faith and courage in the face of overwhelming odds. As we delve deeper into the story of Esther, we find ourselves in the midst of a royal court, where the beautiful and courageous Esther has just been chosen by King Ahasuerus to be his new queen. This unexpected turn of events has set in motion a chain of circumstances that will ultimately lead to the salvation of the Jewish people from the evil plans of the king's advisor, Haman. Esther's rise to royalty is a testament to the power of fate and the hidden hand of God, who is working behind the scenes to bring about a miraculous deliverance. Despite her newfound status, Esther's life is not without its challenges. As a Jewish woman in a Persian court, she must navigate the complexities of royal politics, all while keeping her true identity hidden from the king and his advisors. Her cousin Mordecai, who has been like a father to her, has warned her to keep her Jewish heritage a secret, knowing that the king's advisors are not well disposed towards the Jewish people. Esther's bravery and cunning are put to the test as she walks the fine line between her loyalty to her people and her duty to the king. Meanwhile, Haman, the king's chief advisor, has been growing in power and influence, using his position to further his own ambitions and to fuel his hatred for the Jewish people. His arrogance and pride have made him blind to the fact that his plans for destruction will ultimately lead to his own downfall. As Haman's evil schemes begin to unfold, Esther and Mordecai must work together to thwart his plans and save their people from the brink of disaster. One of the most fascinating aspects of the story of Esther is the way in which it highlights the theme of providence. Despite the fact that God is never explicitly mentioned in the book of Esther, his presence is felt throughout the narrative, guiding events and working behind the scenes to bring about a miraculous deliverance. The story is full of strange coincidences and unlikely events, all of which serve to illustrate the idea that God is ultimately in control, even when things seem chaotic and uncertain. As the story reaches its climax, Esther finds herself in a desperate situation, forced to choose between her own life and the lives of her people. With the help of Mordecai, she devises a plan to expose Haman's evil plot and to appeal to the king's mercy, hoping against hope that he will intervene on behalf of the Jewish people. The tension builds as Esther prepares to approach the king, knowing that one misstep could mean certain death. Her bravery and selflessness are a testament to the power of faith and courage in the face of overwhelming odds. The story of Esther is also a powerful reminder of the importance of community and solidarity. As the Jewish people face the threat of destruction, they come together in prayer and fasting, seeking to invoke God's mercy and protection. Esther's own journey is marked by a deep sense of connection to her people, and her willingness to risk everything to save them is a testament to the bonds of loyalty and love that unite them. The story highlights the idea that we are all part of a larger community, connected to one another in ways that transcend our individual circumstances. As we near the end of Esther's story, we are reminded that the struggle between good and evil is a timeless and universal theme, one that continues to play out in our own lives and in the world around us. The story of Esther is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope, always a way forward, and always the possibility of redemption and deliverance. The courage and faith of Esther and Mordecai inspire us to stand up for what is right, even when it is difficult, and to trust in the power of God to bring about justice and righteousness. The story of Esther is also a reminder that our lives are not our own, that we are all part of a larger story that is still unfolding. As we navigate the twists and turns of our own journeys, we would do well to remember the lessons of Esther, who trusted in the power of God to guide her and to bring about a miraculous deliverance. Her story is a testament to the idea that we are all connected, that our lives are intertwined with the lives of those around us, and that our choices have the power to shape the world in profound and lasting ways. As we reflect on the story of Esther, we are struck by the realization that her bravery and selflessness are not unique to her time and place. Throughout history, there have been countless men and women who have stood up for what is right, even in the face of overwhelming opposition. The story of Esther is a powerful reminder that we all have the power to make a difference, to shape the world around us, and to bring about justice and righteousness. Her legacy continues to inspire us today, reminding us that even the smallest actions can have a profound impact, and that our lives are not our own, but are part of a larger story that is still unfolding. The story of Esther is a complex and multifaceted one, full of twists and turns that keep us on the edge of our seats. As we near the end of this epic tale, we are reminded that the struggle between good and evil is never truly won, that there will always be new challenges to face and new battles to fight. And yet, even in the midst of uncertainty and chaos, we can trust in the power of God to guide us and to bring about a miraculous deliverance. The story of Esther is a powerful reminder that we are not alone, that we are part of a larger community that is connected by bonds of love and loyalty, and that together, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges. As we reflect on the story of Esther, we see that her courageous actions ultimately led to the salvation of the Jewish people. The king's edict, which had been intended to destroy them, was reversed, and instead, the Jews were given permission to defend themselves against their enemies. This turn of events was a direct result of Esther's bravery and her willingness to risk everything to save her people. The story of Esther also highlights the importance of humility and dependence on God. Despite her elevated position as queen, Esther recognized that she was not in control and that the outcome of events was ultimately in God's hands. She fasted and prayed, seeking God's guidance and intervention, and she encouraged others to do the same. This humility and dependence on God are essential qualities for us to cultivate in our own lives as we face challenges and uncertainties. As we consider the story of Esther, we are reminded that our actions have consequences, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. Esther's decision to approach the king, despite the risk to her own life, had far-reaching consequences that affected an entire nation. Her courage and selflessness inspired others to take action, and together, they were able to bring about a remarkable deliverance. The story of Esther also teaches us about the power of community and the importance of standing together in the face of adversity. The Jewish people, who had been scattered and isolated, were able to come together and support one another in their time of need. They fasted and prayed together, and they worked together to defend themselves against their enemies. This sense of community and solidarity is essential for us to cultivate in our own lives as we face challenges and uncertainties. As we conclude the story of Esther, we are left with a sense of awe and wonder at the miraculous deliverance that took place. We are reminded that God is always at work, even in the most unexpected ways, and that He is able to bring about remarkable transformations in our lives. We are also reminded that we have a role to play in bringing about these transformations through our courage, our humility, and our dependence on God. The story of Esther is a powerful reminder that we are not just individuals, but we are part of a larger community that is connected by bonds of love and loyalty. We are reminded that our actions have consequences, not just for ourselves, but for those around us, and that we have the power to bring about positive change in the world. As we reflect on the story of Esther, we are challenged to consider how we can use our own lives to make a positive impact on those around us. As we look to the future, we are reminded that we will face challenges and uncertainties, just as Esther did. But we are also reminded that we are not alone, and that we have the power of God to guide us and to bring about a miraculous deliverance. We are encouraged to cultivate humility and dependence on God, to seek His guidance and intervention, and to trust in His goodness and love. The story of Esther is a call to action, a reminder that we have the power to bring about positive change in the world. We are encouraged to be courageous, to take risks, and to trust in God's guidance and provision. We are reminded that our actions have consequences, and that we have the power to make a difference in the lives of those around us. As we conclude this series on the story of Esther, we are left with a sense of hope and optimism for the future. We are encouraged to trust in His goodness and love, and to seek His guidance and intervention as we face challenges and uncertainties. We are encouraged to use our lives to make a difference in the lives of those around us, and to trust in God's goodness and love as we face challenges and uncertainties. As we conclude this series, we are left with a sense of hope and optimism for the future, and we are reminded that God is always at work, even in the most unexpected ways.